Into what's in store on the 5th of August, that's Wednesday. First, let's look up the first graphic on the screens here. Prime Minister Modi's itinerary in Ayodhya. First on the list is a visit to Hanuman Gadi in Ayodhya, followed by the inauguration of a postage stamp depicting a model of the Lord Ram temple at Ayodhya, followed by the planting of a sapling in the temple town, and last but not the least, paying obeisance to the deity in Ayodhya. Let's bring up the last play, that's obeisance to the deity in Ayodhya. That brings up the Prime Minister Modi's itinerary. Let's move on to the VIPs who will be seated on the dais. Now on the dais will be Prime Minister Modi and only four other guests. Who they are, we'll tell you. First, Mahant Nitya Gopal Das, who is the chairman of the Sri Ram Janmabhoomi Tirth Kshetra Trust. He's the chairman of that trust. Followed by Uttar Pradesh Governor Anandiben Patel, Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath, and last but not the least, the Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh Chief Mohan Bhagwat. Next, let's look at the guest list overall. 135 saints have been invited, in addition to almost nearly 200 other invitees from all across the country, 175 to be precise. And notable among the invitees are Iqbal Ansari, a former litigant in the Ayodhya land dispute case, and Muhammad Sharif, a Padma Shri awardee. Let's move on to the next plate. Muhammad Sharif, a Padma Shri awardee, and of course saints from the Dalit community as well. Right, moving on to the third graphic we have for you. That's the security situation in Ayodhya. Now, invitation cards will have a one-time security code for all invitees. Now, there will be a complete ban on mobile phones, cameras, bags inside the venue. No vehicle pass will be allowed on that day. And finally, the last graphic about the groundbreaking ceremony on the 5th of August. The holy water and soil from all major rivers of India and the seas and oceans will be brought to the sanctum sanctorum of the temple in Ayodhya. Right, let me now take you straight to Ayodhya, where my colleague Arun Sharma is standing by for the latest. Arun, if you can hear me, Arun, if you can hear me, give us a flavor of the situation there, the development that took place through the day in Ayodhya. Note how the locals reacting to the much anticipated event of 5th August.
That's right. This temple is not mere a temple, Ramesh. It's an emotion, it's a feeling, it's a faith primarily. Generations have waited for decades to realize this day, or primarily to see the reality happening. The Ram Mandir now finally, or the primarily will be into existence now, or primarily the Ram Mandir construction will soon be a reality in next 3.5 hours or so. Well, 3.5 years or so. So primarily, let me show you this grand visuals behind me. This, I am standing right now on the bank of Saru River, and we are at the Ram Kiperi over here as of now, and you can see Diwali just arriving ahead of Diwali. So we know this fact that when Ram Bhagwan, when he returned from his Vanvas, Diwali was celebrated all across the Ayodhya at that time. And the similar fashion now, you can say that Ayodhya is all decked up to be a witness of this grand and momentous day when Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be participating in the groundbreaking ceremony, or you can say that the Bhoomi Pujan of the Ram Janmabhoomi. Important part is that yes, on one side I can say that I am standing right now in the epicenter of the Ram circuit of the world, you can say that, because Ram Bhagwan or Lord Ram was born here. But on the other side, we should not forget this fact that Prime Minister Narendra Modi has been focusing on giving a mega push to the Ram circuit in our country, and this is the center, you can say that, as far as this Ram circuit is concerned, because the government has now given a green signal for reconstruction of the railway station of Ayodhya, number one. Number two, Prime Minister Narendra Modi will also be unveiling various developmental projects and will also be laying the foundation stone of various developmental projects related to infrastructure, related to tourism, and when he visits on 5th of August. So on one side, Ayodhya, yes, a long-awaited dream comes true on 5th of August. So on the other side, a massive infrastructure push also, Ayodhya is also getting a massive infrastructure push as far as the tourism tourism is concerned, as far as developmental projects are concerned. And yes, as you asked that what is the, what are the emotions over here as of now, but Ramesh, I can say only one thing. This land, or you can Ayodhya as of now, is being echoing with only one thing, and that is Jai Shri Ram. In every houses, in every street, when I'm passing by through, people are chanting Jai Shri Ram. The loudspeakers are clearly saying that Jai Shri Ram. And on the other side, there are large display screens that's been placed over here in Ayodhya so that people can, witness various stories, various tales of Lord Rama, as Lord Ram connects everyone. Lord Ram is, synonym of unity when we talk about on the global level as well. So on the same lines, I can say that yes, the words are not enough sometimes to express the emotion, to express the feeling that people are feeling as of now. Hundreds of years, or you can say generations, have waited for this grand moment that finally becomes a reality on 5th of August. Ramesh?
Absolutely. Arun, you spent a couple of days in Ayodhya now. You interacted with the locals there. Talk to our viewers, if you will, about the temple itself, its design, its architecture, the number of artisans who put in a number of man hours over the years to build those the stone, the pillars for the temple and so on. So give our viewers a feel and look of the temple itself.
Absolutely, Ramesh. Now, this temple will be a historic temple, and of course, this will be a mega temple of Lord Ram all across the globe. And that's why we can say that this event of 5th of August is not only a national event, it's a global event. I mean, people or the Indian diaspora who have already, left India, or who are living in other countries as of now, because we know this fact that generations, as I said earlier, have waited for this grand moment. So there are various NRIs, the OCI card holders, who have who have gone, or who are now primarily living in other parts of our country. They will also be virtually trying to connect to this event. And as we know this fact that Doordarshan News and Doordarshan primarily is bringing this mega coverage of Lord Ram Janmabhoomi, where Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be participating in the grand groundbreaking ceremony. So the important part is that when we talk about North America, people will be virtually connecting over here. And as the Ram Janmabhoomi Tirth has clearly said that everybody should try to lit diyas on this occasion of 5th of August. We know this fact that this grand temple is of 161 feet in height. That's the length. This temple will be having 5 domes altogether. We know this fact that Nripendra Mishra, who was earlier PS to the Prime Minister, he was made the chairman of the construction committee. He has played an important and a very significant role as far as the construction is concerned. We know this fact that almost 2,000 places, 2,000 spiritual and religious places of our country, the land, or you can say the mitti, the pious or the sacred matti has been brought from 2,000 places from India and from outside the country as well. And of course, on the other side, 100 water from 100 rivers has also been brought to this place. So this in itself gives a strong message of unity. This in itself gives a message of unity, and of course, and unity, and that's the strength, and that's Ram actually symbolizes. Ram was an ideal son, Ram was an ideal brother, and that's what it also signifies over here, that people of Ayodhya are now all decked up to celebrate this momentous occasion of 5th of August when Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be participating in this grand and mega event, whereby Doordarshan will also be bringing you this mega coverage and will be giving you all the detailed view as far as detailed coverage as far as this day is concerned of 5th of August. Ramesh?
All right, on that note, Arun, thank you so much for bringing our viewers up to speed with all the latest from Ayodhya ahead of the 5th August groundbreaking ceremony of the Ram temple there. Appreciate it. Thank you for your time.